24 super simple plants perfect for first-time growers. Adam Grove here from Backyard Crops, and I'm about to show you exactly which plants will guarantee your gardening success, even if you've killed every houseplant you've ever owned. Most people think gardening requires a green thumb, years of experience, or some secret knowledge passed down through generations. Wrong. The real secret? Starting with plants that practically grow themselves. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 24 bulletproof options that forgive mistakes, tolerate neglect, and still reward you with fresh food. If this sounds good, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Trust me, you'll want these tips in your corner when spring rolls around. And smash that like button. It helps other beginners find this information. Let me break down why these particular plants work so well for newcomers. They don't demand perfect conditions, they bounce back from common mistakes, and most importantly, they actually produce food you'll want to eat. Understanding your growing season. First things first, you need to know two critical dates for your area: when the last frost typically happens in spring, and when the first frost usually arrives in fall. These dates determine everything. Head over to the Farmer's Almanac website, type in your zip code, and boom, you've got your frost dates. Write them down, put them on your phone. These dates are your new best friends. Plants fall into two main camps. Cool season crops can handle a bit of cold. Some even taste better after a light frost. Think leafy greens, root vegetables, and certain herbs. You can plant these earlier in spring, and many can go in the ground again in late summer for a fall harvest. Warm season crops are total wimps when it comes to cold. One frost, and they're toast. These go in after your last spring frost date and need to be harvested before fall's first freeze. Before we get into the plants, quick reminder: if you're getting value from this, drop a comment below telling me which plant you're most excited to try. The algorithm loves engagement, and I love hearing from you all. Plus, share this video with anyone who's been talking about starting a garden. They'll thank you later.
Vegetables that practically grow themselves. Radishes, the ultimate instant gratification crop. Let's kick things off with radishes, because if you've got zero patience, these are your plant. From seed to plate in just 30 days. That's faster than most people stick to a gym membership. Radishes are cool season champions. They don't need deep soil, they tolerate some shade, and they're packed with nutrients. The variety selection will blow your mind. Spicy ones, mild ones, round ones, long ones. White, pink, red, even purple. Try roasting them if raw radishes aren't your thing. Game changer. Leaf lettuce. Cut it, and it keeps coming. Here's another cool season superstar, leaf lettuce. This crop is basically the gift that keeps on giving. Harvest it once, and it grows back. Cut it again, it grows back again. Sometimes you can get 3 or 4 cuttings from the same plants. Lettuce handles light frost like a champ, so you can plant it early. It's ready in about a month. And here's a bonus for those without full sun: lettuce only needs about 4 hours of direct sunlight daily. Got a shady corner in your yard? Perfect lettuce spot. Can't decide which variety to plant? Grab a mesclun mix. That's just a fancy word for bunch of different lettuces in one packet. Instant salad variety. Green beans. Fast and prolific. Green beans are practically foolproof. These warm season veggies germinate in 7 to 10 days, and you're picking beans less than 2 months after planting. They grow like crazy, but stay manageable. No jungle situation on your hands. Here's what you need to know. Bush beans or pole beans. Bush beans stay compact and low, perfect for containers. Pole beans climb vertically and need something to grow on, a trellis, fence, whatever. Pole beans take up less ground space since they grow up instead of out. Choose based on your setup. Keep them in full sun, protect them from frost, and you're golden. Make sure you subscribe to Backyard Crops, because we've got tons more growing tips coming your way. Hit that bell icon too so you don't miss anything. Tomatoes, the backyard essential. No garden guide is complete without tomatoes. Nothing, and I mean nothing, beats a homegrown tomato. Store-bought ones don't even compare. The best part about growing your own tomatoes is access to varieties supermarkets don't carry. Heirloom tomatoes, weird colors, unique flavors, it's all available when you grow them yourself. Tomatoes need at least 8 hours of direct sun, regular watering, and stakes or cages for support. Yeah, they need a bit more attention than some other crops, but the payoff is massive. Cherry tomatoes are the easiest variety for beginners. Small, prolific, and absolutely delicious. Most tomato plants do great in containers, so balcony and patio gardeners, you're in business. Cucumbers, climbing productivity. Plant cucumbers several weeks after your last frost date, and you could be harvesting in just 6 weeks. These warm-season vegetables grow fast and taste incredible fresh from the vine. Growing cucumbers on a trellis is a smart move. They climb up, leaving you more ground space for other plants. Plus, trellised cucumbers are cleaner and easier to spot when it's picking time. Once cucumbers start producing, they really produce. You'll have enough to eat fresh, make pickles, and give away to neighbors. Homemade pickles are a fantastic way to enjoy that cucumber harvest all year long. Zucchini, the notorious overproducer. Zucchini has a reputation, and it's earned. This plant produces like crazy. People make jokes about sneaking zucchini onto neighbors' porches because they've grown too much. This warm-season vegetable needs consistently warm weather, think 70s and up. Give each plant at least 3 feet of space because they sprawl. Plant them near tomatoes, garlic, or mint for good companion planting. Water and fertilize regularly because zucchini plants are heavy feeders. Pick them when they're small to medium-sized. Those baseball bat-sized zucchinis you see people post online, not as tasty as the smaller ones. Carrots, sweet underground rewards. Carrots grow nearly everywhere in the United States, zones 3 through 10, which covers most of the country. These cool season roots need to be started from seed because they don't transplant well. Their root systems are too sensitive. Plant them in loose, well-composted soil where they get full sun. They take about 70 days to mature, but waiting is worth it for that perfect sweetness and bright color. Since carrots grow best in ground beds or raised beds rather than containers, protect them from wildlife. Deer and rabbits absolutely love carrot tops. Potatoes, digging for gold. Growing potatoes is legitimately fun. You plant them, watch them grow, then dig them up like you're hunting for treasure. Kids love this. Start with certified seed potatoes from a garden center. These are pieces of potato or small whole ones. Don't just grab grocery store potatoes. Plant them about 6 inches deep in loose soil in a sunny spot in early spring. German Butterball and Yukon Gold varieties are reliable and produce well. They're also incredibly versatile in the kitchen. Boiled, baked, mashed, fried, roasted, you name it. Quick reminder to drop a like on this video if you're finding it helpful. It literally takes 1 second and helps backyard crops reach more people who need this information.
Bell peppers, colorful and nutritious. Sweet bell peppers ripen into gorgeous colors, green, yellow, orange, and red. They're loaded with potassium, great for your skin, and packed with vitamin C and vitamin A. These warm-season peppers love full sun and well-draining, moist soil. Plant them at least a week after your last frost date. Once you harvest them, bell peppers store in the fridge for up to 10 days or in the freezer for up to a year. They're perfect for salads, stuffing, or just snacking raw. Incredibly versatile and easy to grow. Broccoli, nutritious and straightforward. Broccoli is easier to grow than people think. These cool season plants thrive in various soil types and need minimal care. Plus, they're nutritional powerhouses. Keep the soil moist and space plants at least a foot apart so they don't compete for resources. They'll be ready to pick in under 2 months. Harvest the main head first, then keep picking the side shoots that develop. Peas, spring and fall favorite. Peas, whether sugar snap, snow, or sweet, are pretty simple to grow. This cool season crop handles frost, so you can plant them early spring and again in fall for a second harvest. Pick the pods as soon as they're ready because they don't stay at peak quality for long. Peas are incredibly good for you, full of fiber, potassium, and vitamin A. Store extras in the fridge or freezer. Onions, easy and essential. Onions are allium family members, just like garlic, and they're incredibly easy to grow.
Start with onion sets, little onion bulbs sold in bunches at garden centers rather than seeds. Much faster and easier. Don't worry about growing too many onions. They store easily, can be dehydrated into onion flakes or powder, and you use them constantly in cooking. Every cuisine relies on onions. Garlic, from grocery store to garden. Garlic is one of the easiest edible plants you can grow, and you can start it with grocery store garlic. Each clove and a head of garlic can be planted. Bury a clove about 1 inch deep, skin on, with its pointy end facing up. Water it, wait a few days, and a green shoot appears. That underground clove grows into a whole new head of garlic for your kitchen. Save some cloves from your harvest to plant next season. Asparagus, the long-term investment. Asparagus is unique. It's a perennial, meaning you plant it once and it comes back for up to 15 years. You harvest it first thing in spring, then care for the plants through the rest of the season so they return next year. Start with crowns, 1-year roots that are way easier than seeds. You'll wait 1 to 2 years before your first harvest, but then you get fresh asparagus outside your door for a month or 2 every spring for over a decade. Totally worth the wait. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and join the Backyard Crops community. We're all about making gardening simple and successful. Fruits that keep coming back. Fruits require patience. Most take a season or 2 before you can harvest them. But here's the beautiful part. They're perennials. Plant once, harvest for years. No replanting needed. Strawberries, versatile and delicious. Strawberries grow in pots, hanging baskets, or in the ground. Your choice. They just need at least 6 hours of sun. They're nutritious, delicious, and store easily. Give each plant's roots plenty of room to spread. Many varieties produce runners, tips that spread out and root themselves to create new plants. You can snip these runners to focus the plant's energy on bigger fruit, or leave them to multiply into more plants with smaller fruit. Wash strawberries thoroughly before eating since they grow low to the ground. Blueberries, low-maintenance shrubs. Blueberries are well-behaved, low-maintenance shrubs that fit easily into home landscapes. They produce pretty flowers in spring and gorgeous red leaves in fall. Plus, they're packed with antioxidants. Blueberries are heat-tolerant and relatively easy to care for. And let's be honest, fresh blueberry pie in summer is unbeatable. Blackberries, sweet perennial treat. Blackberries are perfect for pies, jams, cobblers, and smoothies. They freeze well, so you can enjoy them year-round. Many blackberry varieties exist, each preferring different conditions. Check with your local garden center for what grows best in your area. Varieties come in erect or trailing types. Trailing ones need a trellis or support. Look for thornless varieties to make harvesting much more pleasant. Figs, heat-loving trees. Figs need a sunny spot with at least 6 hours of light daily, but otherwise they're not picky. These plants tolerate heat and drought and grow into beautiful trees. Plant figs in early spring or early fall in most U.S. regions. Small space? Try a dwarf variety like Fig Nano that works great in containers. Herbs for fresh flavor. Herbs are the easiest plants to grow. They don't need much space, they grow quickly, and they add incredible freshness to your cooking. Plant them near your kitchen for easy access, or grow some indoors. Basil, Mediterranean essential. Basil is a must-have herb. Growing your own gives you access to varieties like cinnamon, lemon, licorice, and lime basil, in colors from bright green to pink, red, and purple. Basil plants actually improve the flavor of plants nearby. They thrive under the same conditions as tomatoes, making them perfect growing companions. Wait until frost danger has passed, make sure plants get at least 6 hours of sun, and you're set. Mint, prolific and aromatic. Mint is so easy to grow, it can become invasive. It spreads aggressively and takes over neighboring plants. Contain it in a pot or isolated area. Start with just 1 or 2 plants. They'll spread through the pot, scenting the air beautifully. Plant near seating areas or walkways to enjoy the aroma and bug-repelling properties. Parsley, finishing touch. Parsley is the perfect finishing touch for homemade dishes. It grows easily in small pots and planters, making it popular with apartment dwellers. Whether starting from seed or seedling, be patient. Parsley takes about 6 weeks to get going. It prefers full sun but tolerates some shade and grows well indoors near a sunny window. Cilantro or coriander, 2 for 1 plant. Cilantro and coriander come from the same plant. harvest an herb and a spice from one pot. Cilantro is the leafy green part used in Asian and Latin American dishes. Coriander is the seed, used whole or ground in pickling brines and Mediterranean and Indian dishes. Start cilantro from coriander seeds right from your spice rack. They grow well in pots or ground, but they're sensitive to temperature extremes. Plant after frost danger in a sunny spot. When stems reach 4 to 6 inches, start snipping fresh stems and leaves. Eventually, the plant stops producing fresh leaves and flowers develop. Cut off flowers to encourage more leaf production, allow it to flower and collect seeds for cooking or planting, or do nothing and let the seeds drop to reseed naturally for next year's plants.
Chives, perennial allium. Chives are low-maintenance perennial herbs, super easy to grow. Often confused with green onions, they're actually different plants in the same allium family. Start chives from seed or seedlings. They do especially well in containers. In cold climates, overwinter pots indoors and continue harvesting, or leave them outside to die back and re-emerge in spring. Chives have a mild onion taste, perfect for eggs, baked potatoes, and salads. The culinary possibilities are endless. Rosemary, drought-tolerant shrub. Got a hot, dry, sunny spot where nothing grows? Try rosemary. That's exactly what it loves. This evergreen shrub comes back year after year, though it may need to overwinter indoors in cold climates and can grow up to 6 feet tall. Starting rosemary from seed is challenging, so grab a seedling or two from the garden center. It grows readily, spreads quickly, and smells amazing. Plant near seeding or as an aromatic hedge. Grab sprigs whenever you need them for dishes like garlic and rosemary focaccia. Pro tips for success. When selecting varieties, look for hybrids. They tend to be more disease-resistant, produce better, and are more reliable than heirlooms. Save the heirlooms for when you've got some experience under your belt. Start small. You don't need to plant half your backyard. A few herbs, a packet of seeds, or a few seedlings is plenty to begin with. Use natural weed control to keep your garden manageable without harsh chemicals. Pay attention to companion planting. Some plants help each other grow better when planted nearby. One last thing. If this video helped you feel more confident about starting your garden, do me a favor and share it with someone who needs this information. And definitely subscribe to Backyard Crops if you haven't already. We've got so much more coming your way. Quick growing options. Want fast results? Some vegetables and fruits grow incredibly quickly. Cress can be harvested in about a week. Radishes are ready in 3 to 4 weeks. Spinach is good to go in roughly 30 days. Carrots, cucumbers, and turnips also grow relatively fast. For fruits, berries like blueberries, raspberries, and mulberries are among the fastest. Passion fruit, lemons, and figs also grow quickly compared to other fruit trees. Indoor growing options. Several fruits grow well indoors. Meyer lemon trees, limes, and avocados can all thrive inside with the right conditions. Many herbs also do great indoors near sunny windows. Basil, parsley, and chives are particularly good indoor options. Final thoughts. Growing your own food is soothing, educational, and brings you closer to the earth. It makes dinner taste better and gives you control over what you're eating. You don't need expertise, just the right plants and willingness to learn. These 24 options give you the best chance of success. They forgive mistakes, tolerate less than perfect conditions, and still reward you with fresh, homegrown food. Start with whatever excites you most. Don't overthink it. Just get something in the ground and watch what happens. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is Adam Grove from Backyard Crops, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below with your questions. Happy growing!